Gore readings, flesh wound horror freaks, and welcome to another entry into our SLASHTOBER tournament. I'm Daniel Shine. That is producer Todd Loya.
Good evening.
Pugs Dread.
Namaste.
And Mike Kruger.
What's up, you sick motherfuckers?
So Kruger, tell them how it works before we introduce our next entry.
So what we do for our SLASHTOBER special is rate and review a slasher film, and then at the end of the episode, we will add that movie to a list compiled from our previous episodes, and from there, we will vote and eliminate one slasher from that list, leaving us with our top 3 slashers, aka our 3 final girls. So Todd, why don't you tell us what our final girl list is so far, and what we are reviewing tonight?
All right, thanks, Kruger. Our final girls are Evil Dead Trap, Hell Night, and The Prowler. Eliminated so far, Edge of the Axe, starring Kanye West. Just Before Dawn, Charlie's Farm, Skinner, He Knows You're Alone, Slumber Party Massacre, the OG, Psycho Cop Returns, Eyes of a Stranger, and Sweatshop. So up today for competition elimination is Silent Madness in 3D. I had to throw that one in there. So.
Quick question, old man question. What's Donda? What the fuck is Donda? Does anybody know?
I don't know what Donda is. I didn't even Google it.
Okay,
What are
no
you referencing?
I don't know. Everybody
Kanye.
just is like dropping Donda like it means something. I'm old. I don't know what the hell it means. So.
It means your hat looks cool, Dan.
Cornelius collection, just to throw it out. I don't know what it means. So they don't either hate it.
It's probably some urban bullshit.
Yeah, you know, you old guys can just use the internet so you don't look dumb, right?
I know, but I don't care enough to do that.
Isn't that the name of his album?
I think so.
Okay, well, there you go. All right. Cool. Mystery solved. So anyways, we're on to cooler things. We are about to talk Silent Madness.
Nothing like keeping this episode evergreen. Thanks, guys.
From director Simon Nuchtern from 1984, Silent Madness. When a glitch in the computer system at an asylum for the criminally insane results in the release of the wrong patient, a giant in stature homicidal maniac named Howard Johns, who has a penchant for killing college co-eds. It's up to one of the institute's top doctors to track him down. Unfortunately, it's not just Howard she has to worry about, as the administration of the asylum has decided to cover up the error to avoid bad press. Going as far as to hire a duo of thugs to permanently silence the good doctor. Soon enough, Howard finds his way back to the sorority house he once terrorized and sets out to murder the latest batch of nubile co-eds who have taken up residence in the stately manor. All right, so Silent Madness 3D. Todd, you were creaming over this one before it was even announced. I know you wanted this bad and you finally got it. You're probably the only person who's seen it in 3D. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Because I had a bootleg 3D version, which is why I wanted a real one so bad, because it wasn't the quality was pretty shitty. Some will say that the new version won't make a difference, but we'll see.
How does the 3D look, first of all? How does the cartoon axe look?
It looks awesome. And that's the thing. I cannot imagine watching this in 2D. I can't.
Wow.
Like the 3D it's got huge depth. It's got pop outs galore. It is like the way 3D should be, like this Friday the 13th 3D, Jaws. They really use it where now they kind of like shy away from it and just like kind of focus on the depth. I mean, like it's gimmicky to the all out, but like I said, I don't know how it's going to fare on a 2D viewings. Like I have a tape of this. I can't even imagine watching the VHS tape now.
Oh, wow. So that, there you go. Because Todd's got a great 3D setup. I was really curious at what it looked like.
Second time watching it on the Blu-ray.
Battle Royale coming soon.
That'd be cool. Most of this I have not seen in 3D ever. So whenever I get down there, we'll make it happen. But well, Todd, I mean, since you have a history with it, I mean, what was your opinion of Silent Madness aside from the 3D? Maybe you have to review this one twice, but the 3D is obviously a big.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say let me close on this, but I know I'm gonna be like the one that loves. This is my Halloween Kills, I guess. Everyone else could hate it, but I'm gonna love it. So yeah. I mean, it's cool. We get a little mini sleepaway camp reunion.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Ronnie.
Yeah, we get Ronnie and what's the other one's
Megan.
name? Yeah, and then Elizabeth Catan pops up. Also, I know Dan, you popped for that.
Friday the 13th, New Blood, and well, a lot of other things.
I was thinking Petticoat Planet. I figured that would be your go-to, but
I love Petticoat.
Oh my, it's so good. That's an After Dark coming soon.
Primo Western softcore sci-fi.
I haven't seen it. I'm on board. That sounds awesome.
They use all the sets from Oblivion. If you've seen that Full Moon film,
I love Oblivion too.
So, but that's another thing. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys think. So I'm afraid, Kruger, do you want to go first? See if my prediction was correct.
Fuck it. No, dude. I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. The fuck. Yeah, man. Honestly, like I really enjoyed this a lot. And whenever we meet up, Todd, next time, couple 40s, 3D setup, that needs to fucking happen. I just thought this was fucking fun. It does drag a little bit in the middle, but the way they brought everything around, the kills were super creative. I really dug the soundtrack. The psychiatrist character we followed, for the most part, I really enjoyed her character. And how great was that fucking cop, dude? Where he like that line, just because one broad is so good looking doesn't mean all of us need to think with our dicks. Like, holy shit, he was fucking awesome.
He was my favorite.
This movie I can only describe as just the definition of slasher cheese that just works right. And I loved it. I mean, even the setting at the beginning with the mental, like the whole setup to get into the story with the psychiatrist and, her finding out the corruption going on at the place she's working at. Just the setup I thought was great. I like, having the various mental patients wandering around in the background doing, just weird shit. I thought that was really cool. I already brought up the kills, like they're really memorable. And I mean, there's one specifically that I just thought, holy shit, that is so fucking cool that they just did that.
I thought you were gonna, it's not a spoiler. I thought you weren't, because they're while the kills are cool, they lack gore really.
There's one in particularly.
There's one
that no, actually, there's two. Like I'll talk about it more in depth. Maybe it's stuff that you didn't catch right away, but there's just little subtle things that I thought this movie just did right. And go ahead.
No, I'm glad.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not slasher royalty by any means, but I mean, goddamn, having this in Blu-ray, 3D, I think that's awesome. And fucking the fact that Vinegar Syndrome did that, I mean, as just a slasher fan in general, I think that's a awesome release. And I was surprised by this because I had heard a lot of hate online about this when it came out, but watching it now, goddamn, I really enjoyed myself this time. By no means do I think it's a masterpiece or royalty, but it's a fucking fine watch if you're a big time slasher fan like I am. I mean, there's even like the killer. I thought the killer was great too. Like, he kind of acts like Jason a little bit when he's actually killing. So I felt that. And the backstory and the little twist we got at the end of the story with him, good shit. So I enjoyed myself.
The black and white flashback is actually, it's in color as an extra also. So you get that in 3D as an extra tool too, which most of the girls I believe were hookers for that scene.
They were nice to look at, so I fucking wish I lived in that town.
Hey, there are bigger budget movies that have used real hookers. Blood Rain, the Yui Bowl film, all real.
I didn't know how much bigger that was.
Man, well, bigger budget. You have to bring up Yui Bowl. I hate that motherfucker.
It was about a $30 million movie, and it was, believe it or not, and it was like real Romanian hookers.
And he spit about 10 of it on the movie.
Yeah, right.
He said Meatloaf did it just to hang out with the whores. So
right.
yeah.
Fucking
ladies of the
I just want him to yell at them horse.
They're lucky it wasn't. They're lucky it wasn't Gary Busey. I want Gary Busey and Meatloaf as vampire brothers guesting on What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh,
Take my fucking money.
Right.
I will make that a whole hour episode.
that could be a spinoff.
They're just
They-
fucking
they-
screaming at each other.
No, they need to be like the werewolves. We need them as the werewolf spinoff.
Start screaming at each other while the prey gets away. It's awesome. Well, we're booking cooler shit. So, all right. So I'll tag in real quick. Classic lines. You slut, you. You leave my boy alone. You whores. You sluts.
Triggered.
Or just because a broad is good looking doesn't mean we all got to think with our dicks.
They said that one.
That kind of gives you
Deserves
I
some
know,
sense.
but I did the accent though. I tried doing the accent. But yeah, that gives you kind of an idea. So this movie's not very good, but it is fun. So I'm like,
So you still can have fun with the bad movie. Good to know.
Well, not that bad movie. That bad movie's just dog shit. But this does have some amusing moments. It fails in a lot of ways on paper, but there is a charm to it, and that's kind of been a theme with some movies recently. I thought, like I said, the kills aren't good, but the cartoon acts, I mean, okay, there's something humorous about that. I'm totally, by the way, not obviously going by 3D. When I first saw this on the media VHS, way
that
back,
nightmare.
hey, that's the first watch.
4x3, not in 3D. You get like this much of the screen.
It was not a good tape. I think I did actually sell it off even before I sold my VHS, but
I still have the tape. We could torture ourselves through now.
But you know what? I didn't hate it. This was never like a favorite or anything, but I never hated it. I went through that 3D phase where it was really weird because 3D always gave me a headache back in the day, but I was obsessed with films like Space Hunter and Metal Storm.
I got those in 3D.
Yeah, I ate, well, those I would definitely like to watch. Parasite, of course. I ate all that stuff up. And I actually had Space Hunter, Metal Storm, and I think I might have had a Parasite poster at one point as a kid. So I really loved that. I found out about this one through a book, actually, I believe. I don't know if it was Psychotronic Video Guide, something maybe earlier than that. But I finally was able to rent it from my mom and pops, and kind of in the middle, I think, from what I remember as a kid. Going back to watch it now, I still get that charm, but as a critic, you do see certain things. The killer's not particularly interesting to me. I mean, he's fine, just generic, but those laughs are there. I did think the orderlies, or whatever you want to call them, that were chasing them had some funny moments, and
They were called thugs in the synopsis, which is weird. I'm like, aren't you already on the payroll?
that's
Right.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're getting,
And they also said a computer mix-up in the synopsis. Was it a computer mix-up? I thought it was human error.
Human error,
But-
yeah.
human error in 84, I would think.
Well,
but
human error on the synopsis.
One of those
too,
big ass computers.
But-
That's what it was.
man. The Superman 3 computer would never do that.
but yeah,
I
that's
will defend that movie with my life too. That's on my
Alright.
list of movies I
If I'm
always have to
gonna-
defend.
if I'm gonna watch an early computer themed horror movie, I will watch Evil Speak, which is great.
It's no Superman 3, but it's good.
Not a bad double with this. Yeah, honestly, again, close with Evil Speak. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. It does have its charm, but it's not a good movie. What did you think, Pugs?
All right. Well, I'm nowhere near Todd, but I'm somewhere between Dan and Kruger because I had fun with it. Not great, not boring. I wasn't bored at all. So that's all really I can ask for movies. Just keep me entertained. Yeah, I do like the kills. I thought they were cool. I was most interested though in the cover-up story. So like I kind of wanted to visit that a little more, spend time with those assholes. But yeah, the uncovering of who, what happens, the big reveal at the end. I had fun. I got no complaints. We got eye candy, so that also rules. The 3D thing, that doesn't bother me either way. That cartoon acts just made me crack up. But I'm glad Todd had a fucking blast with it. So I
3D
recommend.
makes the difference.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
This was the first time watch for me, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I forgot about the Sleepaway Camp alumni too. That was kind of
Love
cool.
that.
Oh, Ronnie. I forgot that Ronnie was in this damn thing.
Yeah. Treated badly. That sucks.
If only that chick had a dick, it would have made it the perfect.
Todd, you're probably the only one old enough. Did you play the what did they call it? The dragon game?
No.
Oh, dude, Dragon's Lair is the shit.
Dragons.
Oh,
The fuck?
that I thought you're. I have that on Blu-ray right now. I can play at the house. Pugs,
Oh,
you would
really?
hate it. It's like choose your own adventure, basically.
Yeah, they play like full cartoons. That was always what was weird about
It's
it.
the
I
shit, dude. I
Yeah.
played it maybe 3 years ago on an arcade because there's this bar in my town that just has a bunch of old arcade machines. And I played
Oh,
that and I had the fucking greatest time ever. That game is awesome as fuck. I really hope Arcade 1-Up eventually does a arcade machine for that because I'd buy
Well-
that in a fucking instant.
Well, you can always play it here too. You just use the remote and push the directions.
Let's go.
Works exactly the
Dude,
same.
Todd, you and I are getting drunk as fuck. We're watching Silent Madness and playing Dragon's Lair. Let's
We're just
fucking
saying a
go.
week, dude. Like, you need some time.
Clear
prob-
space on the couch.
I probably didn't make I didn't make a good decision not buying this, but I had a chance to buy. It was Dragon's Lair. I mean, the big arcade machine and two others. I know. I can't remember what the other two were.
Space Ace was one of them. The other one.
No, well, it could have been. I don't remember, but
That's the other one that its gameplay exactly the same from the same people.
It
I
was
need to
three
play that
like
one.
big machines, and it was $1,200. And
Yeah.
it was probably a great purchase, but
Yeah,
still,
you can just
yeah.
turn it around, resell it with that.
The only
It-
thing,
yeah.
the only thing about Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, also in Dragon's Lair 2, is it's run by Laserdisc, so they're notoriously problematic and harder to get fixed.
See, I didn't know some of that because I remember I just won a poker tournament, and that's why I was even considering it. I'm like, well, I know these machines are, I could probably get that back in not too long of a time if I wanted to sell it or.
You could get that each for him now.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was like in my head. I'm like, that sounds like the price of about one, and they were guaranteed to work too. So
That's even better. Yeah, I don't know. So do you even
fucked
have?
up. You fucked up.
Do you even have like any inkling about the game, Pugs?
No.
Have like you've seen it?
Oh yeah, I've seen. I thought you meant
okay.
inkling to play. I'm like, nah, I'm
No,
cool.
no,
I'll
no.
watch
I
you
mean,
guys.
no, it's like Don Bluth animation, so it's got a cool look. So
Oh, okay.
no. Well, there you
Okay.
go.
There's
So
our
Silent
side.
Madness.
It could have been in the background here.
Well, it was in the movie. It was. I know. I'll be honest. I forgot we were on there for a minute.
That's cool. You get a bonus. Come for the kills and stay for the arcade talk.
All right.
Let's get.
I'm
let's
just
fucking
stoked
get. Oh well, let's get through our ratings so we could actually get into the kills then, because I actually do have quite a bit to talk about for this motherfucker. So I'll go first. I am gonna go with a 3.5 out of 5. Absolutely enjoyed the fuck out of this movie, and I am gonna watch it again, hopefully in 3D, Todd. So clear that space on my couch.
I'll go next. I am a 3, but it's a high 3. So I went back and forth between 3 and 3.5, but high 3, and yeah, I say check it out when you can.
I'm a 2. It definitely had moments that were fun, but they were not needed a bit more for me to go a little higher. But yeah,
See, I wanted to give it a 3D out of 5 just to be cool, but that's lower than I'm actually at 3.5 D out of 5. There we go.
All right.
cool.
I'm the same as Kruger. Like I know it's not a great movie, but I have 3D
It's
and
a
it's fun.
fucking fun one. That's
Yeah.
what matters.
All right, up for
All right.
elimination tonight we have Silent Madness, The Prowler, and Evil Dead Trap, and Hell Knight. All right, so I guess we'll go. Kruger, why don't you go first?
As much as I did enjoy Silent Madness, this list is just so fucking goddamn stacked. I can't have it take anything off the list, nor do I think this killer would last a chance with any of these guys. So, unfortunately, I have to go with Silent Madness, but if you're a slasher fan, you got to check that fucking movie out, man. So, it gets my recommendation, but it also gets eliminated tonight.
Also get your axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, cartoon axe to the face. I'm eliminating Silent Madness. It's not in the league of these other movies. It's just not.
All right. I'm also eliminating Silent Madness. Yeah, the final girls we have right now are fucking they're tits. Todd.
All right, fuck all y'all. I'm eliminating Evil Dead Trap, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I fully expected it.
How dare
All right,
you?
so that's been eliminated. Dan, you want to give us a sell before we go to spoilers?
Yeah, guys, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. We hope you're enjoying all the great Halloween content. It all starts at just $1, uncensored, early access, all sorts of cool stuff there. Also, fleshwoundfeatures.com. Check out the Teespring store. Grab yourself a Bloomhouse shirt, a Flesh Wound horror shirt, or we have several options for you guys. Also, Discord, very active. Get on there. Horror Cartel Flesh Wound Radio Facebook group. We are Flesh Wound Radio on Twitter, and you can also follow us separately if you wish. And yeah, there we go.
Spoilers.
All right, here we go.
Spoiler.
All right. So first off, why are you guys all talking shit about the tomahawk kill? Like, I thought that was awesome. And I didn't even have 3D, but I fucking saw that shit and I'm like, oh, that's so fucking cool. I mean, I thought that was great. I was a little bit disappointed that, Ronnie from Sleepaway Camp didn't get taken out cooler than just getting hit in the face with a sledgehammer. But that tomahawk kill fucking made me pop pretty hard. So I love that. I also love the scene where the killer fucking sticks that chick's head in the vice grip and she's screaming bloody murder while he's cranking it. I thought that was really well done. Obviously we don't get a big nasty head crushing scene, but what they, for what they did with the budget, I thought the kills in this were really good. I like the flashback scene with the nail gun massacre. And, I did like at the end where we got the little twist where it was the mom who ended up killing them. And that's actually what made her son crazy. I thought that was kind of cool. I also dug the chick playing Dragon's Lair who got stabbed in the back. And when he pulls the knife out, there's a big chunk of fucking meat hanging off the knife. Little simple shit like that. I mean, that popped me like almost harder than everything in the movie, just because
he's got trunks.
Dude, like he yanked out the knife and this chick's fucking back piece is hanging off. Like that was nasty and actually really cool. The highlight of the movie for me is the kill that happened immediately after, though, when he ties that rope to that chick that's hanging upside down on her neck, ties the other end to the rope to the dumbbell, and then chucks the fucking dumbbell out the window so it hangs her like a fucking noose. Granted, I didn't catch what the weight on the dumbbell was, and that's probably not even probable in real life to work that way. But that fucking scene now on screen, holy shit, like that's some Jason Voorhees shit, motherfucker. So I was all about that fucking scene. I just thought that was really rad as hell. I also liked just that one scene where the one dude's trying to snuggle the psychiatrist chick, and homeboy accidentally turns on the fucking the drill that stabs into the back of his head, and the way the drill looked when it stabbed into him, I mean, it looked really good. Cool. Yeah. So, it didn't look like even like a cheap effect or anything. So that impressed the hell out of me. So I think those two kills alone, like the drill kill and the fucking weird fucking dumbbell kill, and the chunk of meat on the knife, those three is what put that movie to that 3.5 out of 5, just because I thought it was so fucking fun. And there's little things I can appreciate being an effects guy. That little chunk of meat on that knife, man. I mean, that makes a world of a fucking difference, and which takes a simple stabbing scene from a scene that I'm gonna remember for a good portion of my life now. So, and that's gonna probably be one of the scenes I want to go to revisit this movie. So, congrats to the effects guys on that. Even though you're probably fucking dead now because this movie. That shit worked for me. So I give you guys props.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I'm
fucking
glad
shish
because
kebab.
I was worried because like they could have gone gorier on every kill.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Sure.
so I was like,
but I mean, there's even some Friday the 13th movies that aren't super gory. I love Part 7, and it's not a super gory movie with the final cut, but there's kills in it that make it so fucking memorable. I mean, that goddamn sleeping bag kill is and it's not gory at all. It's just a simple take a chick out of her fucking her camper and smack her against the fucking tree, and that's one of the most memorable kills of all time to me. And it's not a gore or super practical effect filled sequence. It's just a simple but brutal little thing. So
I think it's actually more effective with fewer hits.
Yeah, no,
well, you also have the 3D benefit too. So that's like obviously it's all gonna look a little.
No, we're talking Part 7 though.
No, yeah, I love Part 7, but this one as far as the impact. Even I'm saying like my review, I'm only doing the 2D. So that's
No, Dan,
fair
no.
enough.
I was talking about the impacts in Friday 13th 7. Like,
Yeah.
they cut. It's only two or three in the final.
Yeah, in the original cut,
Two?
he just grabs that fucking sleeping bag and smacks it against a tree until
I think
fucking
7
guts
times.
are flying out. Yeah, and then in the final cut, he just does it once, and then she's dead.
I thought it was 2 or
I
3.
thought it was 2.
It's once. It's once.
No.
Okay.
Once, and then she kind of does a little.
No, yeah, she's once. And
In
she don't
Jason
move
X, is
anymore.
it 2 then?
Oh, Jason X.
No, in Jason X, he beats the shit out of some other chick in another sleeping bag with her.
That's like the callback. See, and I think that makes it funnier when he does it over and over and over again when we get to 10.
I
And
think I gotta
also-
revisit my favorites.
And also in the video game, he does it 3 times. He just he gives it 1, 2, and then one final one, and then you hear the nice neck snapping. Big reason why I love that video game. It's all about the kills. But yeah, and just speaking about Friday the 13th, I don't know. These kills reminded me of Friday the 13th type shit.
No.
That's what really resonated. Like there was certain parts in the movie where I was like, Part 3, like what the fuck? And I saw that
This is part 1 with the mom.
yeah. So I mean, I thought that was the any Friday the 13th homages. I mean, they're gonna get me all giddy. I mean, it's cheap, but I like it a lot. And watching something that hasn't got like the early '80s slashers, like they don't kind of dip into that Friday the 13th as much, and even Friday the 13th is stolen from them. So it was just cool to see that comparison with something so early on, because I'm so used to like modern stuff copying that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Well, I'm really glad you liked it. I was unsure. I watched it. I was like, oh, Crew's going to hate this.
Yeah, no. Oh, no. There's one coming up, though. So
I know.
Wait.
Well, I said at least one. So I'll just say that.
I think I'll go first on that one.
Dan, do you have anything to add on this one?
No.
Are we good with spoilers?
Check it out. This will be one that I think you might love, you might hate, but probably find yourself somewhere in between.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's at least worth a watch. Like, even if you don't end up liking it, I don't think you'll waste your. That was kind of dumb, but I don't think it's going to make you angry.
With that being said, gentlemen, let's get the fuck out of here. Mr. Dan, say goodnight.
Good night.
Mr. Todd.
Evil never dies.
stay sick, motherfuckers.
I'll see you in Disneyland.